Hi guys. Tonight's going great. Why do you ask?
That's not root beer.
Where's the sake? I may or may not have screwed up Thursday forever.
It wasn't that bad.
It was bad. It was bad. It was really bad. No, really, where's the sake? Here, let's drink this.
Oh, you're being serious. Wow.
I actually don't drink alcohol. It doesn't do anything for me. But I am about to tell you how I screwed up Thursday. Apparently open house and parent-teacher conferences are two different things, but I already know that everybody who has a child and has done this for a long time already knows that.
But I didn't know that.
Yeah, because we don't.
In her defense.
We've never done this before. So I'm a perfectionist mom, and because we live really far away from the school, I try really hard to coordinate everything. So early this morning, I shot the teacher a note and asked her, hey, are we supposed to bring our kids for a parent-teacher conference? And she said, no, you're not. And so I was like, okay. Well, it's open house tonight. Open house is where you bring kids. I bet all these parents know that, don't they?
Semantics, though. If you were going to ask somebody something about something that was going on that day and you called it something slightly different, why would you be talking about a PTA conference somewhere way in the future, you know? I think she should have known by context what you were talking about.
It was early in the morning, and she probably didn't think it was a big deal. So, I mean, and honestly, I spent a lot of time writing all this stuff down and making sure that I know what's what and what's going on. But I didn't know what was what, and I didn't know what was going on. Although the word open house, it kind of sounds like something that a child should go to, right? It's been over 20 years since I've been to one, so
Yeah.
I didn't know. I wouldn't know.
I actually
Forget.
don't think I ever went to one when I was growing up. So, you know, I don't know.
I think I
I'll
would have
be
loved
honest.
it. So
Yeah.
we live about 45 minutes to an hour away from the school right now because we're displaced because our house flooded. And this is near our son's. A lot of the children he's going to school with here, pre-K with, he'll be going to school with when he goes to kindergarten. And so I want him to be with the children in his class. And we were not able to get him in the school that he was in when he was a little younger. So that was a lot easier for us to be involved in that school. That school, everything was easier. The communication was better, the security was better, the communication, the security, what else is there?
The number of kids is better, smaller, I should say. You know?
Yeah, the amount of information that we were given regularly about what the children were doing was a little bit better. We understood daily, weekly, what they were working on.
The quality of just the facilities were better too. The school was a little nicer, I thought, you know.
But the school that we're going to now has one thing going for it, and that is it's more expensive. So
For a public school. Oh boy. Can I get another one, please?
Right. Can you put a roofie in this one? Thanks.
So yeah,
So I screwed up. I didn't bring Superfast. He was crying as I left the house to travel into Houston for my third time today. And I told him I had to leave him behind, and I get to the school, and of course they have music, and all the kids are having fun together, and they're loving showing their parents stuff. And it was one of those things where it shouldn't have been a big deal, but it was like a timing thing. My stress level was already pretty high. Just coordinating this, just getting the beast to his job, which is also very far away, and all the coordination that took to even show up. And I walked through the door and instantly I'm furious. And then I made a mistake. So I made one good choice, and that is I walked away from the situation all kinds of angry. But then I made a bad decision and walked back in. Right? Is that what I did? I can't remember what happened. It's all been blown over with fury and anger and
Well, no, as soon as we
furibundus,
got into
if
the
you
door,
want to get Latin involved. What?
we should have left, but we went all the way to the
Oh, that's right.
teacher's
The first
room,
time we went
and
in.
then we saw her, and then
I told her, like, why, I asked about
Yeah.
this, and then I said, "That's it. I'm done. I'm going home." And she was like, "Okay."
Yeah. See, then we left, had to cool off for a little bit, and then we came back and it, calmed down and talked to her and other parents and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, I basically had a total meltdown at my son's school, so it made everything a lot better.
They know who not to mess with now.
I really shouldn't be joking about this because guess what? I don't even drink.
No, she doesn't.
I don't like the taste of alcohol. It does nothing for me.
That's mine.
And I like to try to deal with stress in a healthy way. The Beast, however, has to deal with my stress right now, and he's doing it unhealthily.
It's fun. It's lively. No, honey, you did just fine.
Sure.
All good moms have a freak out moment at school more than once.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like to make mistakes.
Making what?
Mistakes.
Oh.
What? Get with the program. It's Japanese food, dude.
I was like, what? I'm Mistakis. She's cute.
Well, you've never made a mistake?
No, I've never made a mistaki. I've eaten a mistaki
Have you ever been told to fuck off you?
several times. You mean today or?
Not
in
by
my
me.
life?
I mean by other people. I don't know what's happening right now. What? So I know that I'm under stress because the way that I typically act when I'm under stress is I confuse words because I have too much on my mind. So I'll say parent-teacher conference instead of open house, and I'll make stupid mistakes like that. And I know that I'm under stress when I do those sorts of things. And then I get irritated when people rightly laugh at me, which is kind of funny, but whatever.
You're under stress and you're trying to do 5 things at once, and this is very early in the morning. I do that a lot too.
Well, and the commute and the living situation and all of it is just over the top. And the amount that we're spending on the public school,
I know.
it's a lot.
Don't remind me.
It's a lot.
I've been sleeping on an air mattress for 3 months,
Yeah. Well,
and probably got 2 more to go.
you didn't even have a toy indentation from last night. I don't see what the problem is.
Oh, geez, yeah. No toy indentation. That's good.
You don't know stress until you wake up with a Hot Wheels wheel indentation in your side that lasts the entire day.
Jeez. Nope, that hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah.
But there's a first time for everything.
Right. Right.
I've woken up with a foot in my face. Does that count?
No.
No.
So you guys, I'm not very proud of myself right now. I'm not. I was so upset because I want things to be wonderful for my child.
I know. Believe it or not, they are. By the way, our child knows how to use an abacus now. Did you tell them about that?
Yeah, Soup is a genius, man.
Abacus fingers. Add, subtract.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing really, really well on the abacus.
It's only been like 2 weeks worth of classes, really. 3 weeks maybe,
That teacher doesn't communicate with me either.
No, she doesn't. Her class is kind of a nightmare.
Soup's teacher is actually really amazing. I think that she's doing a really good job.
He is learning. I will say that.
I'm just frustrated because,
Well, you want the best for him.
to be honest with you, unintelligent Anna would say that I'm frustrated because the teacher didn't remind everybody, but intelligent Anna knows I'm frustrated because I messed up and it feels really bad. And that's the truth.
Well,
I would love to blame somebody else for it, but I can't.
Take some introspect to realize that.
They get all these reminders, and it's usually about make sure your kid wears this color of shirt, or make sure you put their blanket back in their backpack. But when it's something important, like an open house, there's no reminder.
I agree.
And yet still, it's this guy's fault. Like, my full-time job is coordinating things for my children and doing laundry and freaking out in public. And I don't think I cussed very much, though.
I don't think you did at all, actually. I really don't. Huh?
I did.
You did? When you push people away with your elbow, did you tell them to F off?
I didn't push anybody away with my elbow.
Oh, you did? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh.
That didn't happen. Why are you making things up? I didn't touch anyone.
Oh. Well, there's people bumping into you. I was walking behind you, and I thought that's what it was.
Oh no, not really.
Okay.
I may have said a little F word on the way out. What?
Really?
If you want private school, you gotta pay more for no expletives.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. No, I don't think that I said anything.
Okay. I didn't think so either.
I don't want to ruin everybody else's time, but I was walking really quickly because I was super upset. I didn't want everybody to see me cry.
Well, here's a good thing is the police officer actually noticed you being distressed and asked if everything was okay.
Right. You just
Nothing?
didn't notice the gunman who sneakily snuck in behind us. I said sneakily snuck. Whatever. You know what I mean.
Well, he's trained to recognize those things, so I'm kind of glad he recognized that you were out of sorts, you know?
Yeah. That's great. The security is not good. Don't get me started on the security. I don't even know what to think of it. Well, the other school is like Fort Knox, but we lost our place there because we were gone for a little bit in a different city. That's what
It's
happened.
one of those places where you have to wake up at 4 a.m. to stand in line at 5 a.m. on day 21 of the 12th month of the year 2018.
That's the private school, yeah, to get in. Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we missed it because we were displaced and all kinds of stuff is going on. So, anyway. Otherwise, I'm usually the one that's there standing in line. Other people actually pay people to stand in line there.
They actually may have been understanding of the fact that we've been through something really traumatic that's financially hindering, like a flood. Yeah, we get a discount for our zip code. It's called. They're adding $2,000 to everything.
They do, actually. They do.
Yep, that's okay.
I'll have to ask next time. I go, is this the discounted price or what?
Right.
What are you
Right.
talking about? Come on.
We know. You know, we're blue collar people over here. We know
Right.
what the real price is. Shut your mouth, boy. But whatever. Yeah, I'm sure I'll live it down eventually. You know what's funny is that I feel like that's how my mom would have reacted in that situation.
Oh, for sure.
She's gonna no, but it's not true though, because she probably would have yelled, right? Don't you think? I'm trying to make myself feel better.
Do I think? I know so.
You know what though? Like, I feel like a lot of times, no matter how emotionally intelligent we become, we kind of tend to fall back on our modeling, our early childhood modeling, or how we've seen the adults in our life handle situations. And sometimes that's kind of hard to break
Yeah.
for everybody, my mom included.
Well, you know that lots of people like that in a small tight area bumping into you. That's not her environment. So she would have already been on edge.
I'm not down with that environment either.
Well,
I
guess-
check all the doors. I check everywhere where I'm
Right.
going, behind me, in front of me, all over the place. So to me, people, it's not a terrific environment for me. That's gonna raise my stress level high already. The added noise was another stressor.
Stimulus, yeah. The people shoving things in your face as you walk by, like ice cream bars and stuff, you know.
I get frustrated when they're. When I know that security isn't good, and I feel like probably all service people are like that, where they have a really good idea of where checkpoints should be, and you know what I mean, when there's too many openings or when something's too open, or that instantly is stressful for me. On top of all the people,
Y'all are trained for that, right?
I guess, because I think about it everywhere I go. I mean, yeah, absolutely, I'm trained for that. And I think that having lived in a combat zone like I did makes you a little bit more hyper vigilant. I think it does for everybody.
There's some, I'll use the word mild PTSD involved there.
Maybe.
When you've got rockets exploding next to you.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually don't. You know, this is kind of a funny thing, but I think that even going through training is a little bit traumatic, to be honest with you.
Well, you got people screaming in your face
I'm going to call that childhood.
and telling you to do push-ups in the rain and stuff. I don't know. That sounds traumatic to me.
No, but you know what? This is kind of an interesting story you guys might enjoy. When I was in training, we one time we were, out on maneuver, and they had a simulated ambush, right? So you'd have all your weapons, and they simulate an ambush.
Wow.
And they come and ambush you, and sometimes they will throw like CS gas to kind of up the. I think it's CS gas. It's nothing too bad. You
Like
can breathe
tear
through
gas,
it.
or
No,
Oh,
not tear
okay.
gas. No, that's hardcore. No. But anyways, but they do have like some fake gas that they'll throw at you. You have to hurry up and get in your gear and stuff like that.
Okay.
But this one time we were all in the back of a truck and we got ambushed, and we jumped off the back of the truck. The first mistake I made is that I jumped off the back of the truck with a 40-pound rucksack on my back, and I almost blew my knees completely out, which they hurt to this day.
Was the truck moving?
No,
Oh, okay.
they stopped it. They're
Well,
not
you're
trying to kill
talking
us
about,
during.
like, that high, right?
Yeah, it's a 5'10", yeah. So I did that, but what was really interesting is, so this is just training, right? But my heart was pounding and my adrenaline was through the roof because I didn't want to get shot. I mean, that was my goal was to not go beep, you know what I'm saying? So we're in Colorado, and there were cactuses, cacti, is that the plural?
Cacti.
All right,
Cacti.
they were everywhere. And I just dove into some cacti because there was not a lot of cover. And I just low crawled through it, which I guess
Oh my
saved me.
gosh.
Yeah, but what's interesting about that is that my adrenaline was so high that I didn't feel any of the quills going into me. And yeah, isn't that nutty?
Jeez, yeah.
So that night, I and a lot of my fellow homies were getting the quills out of our bodies.
Wow.
And then like a month later, I had one pop out. It's
Sounds-
kind of gross.
Sounds painful.
Well, but what's interesting about that is that my life was not actually in danger, but my
about to
adrenaline
say-
still reacted just like it was.
Like, they weren't really shooting at you.
No.
Were they?
No,
Okay.
it was laser shooting.
Oh, so it wasn't even sounds. It was. Okay. But,
No, I don't think you hear sounds.
Okay.
You only hear a sound when you're dead, beep, or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which is kind of the opposite usually.
Yeah, yeah, you're dead, and then you have to go through the entire simulation of they'll come by and say, like, whatever. You might be wounded, and then they have the medics come get you, and they put you on a helicopter. It's kind of intensive.
Realistic, I guess.
Yeah.
As realistic as you want to get, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if
actually
it's cool or
sounds
not,
like-
but it's kind of interesting that the emotional reaction is so strong, even though it's just a training exercise. I don't know if it affected other people like that or not. Maybe it didn't, because I think a lot of them were beeping. Maybe if they'd had as much adrenaline as I had, they wouldn't have been beeping, because that adrenaline is an amazing thing. It'll get you away from a bear or somebody trying to shoot you, apparently.
Yeah. That actually sounds somewhat fun to me, but if I was ready for it.
It's
which
fun
you're
for
not,
like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But when you're living it every day,
That wouldn't be nice.
we lived in tents a lot on maneuver.
Yeah, that'd be fun for 2 weeks. You're right.
Yeah, it's actually too bad that my time is up with the service. I've done my 8 years because I'll never use my wonderful training.
Really proud of you for that.
Thank you. Because I'm a veteran, Brock 81.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. I'm watching you, civilian. I'm
She gets a
watching
lot
you.
of respect for that. My CEO
I'm a
was a veteran.
female military people tend not to get very much respect.
That's wrong. I think that's wrong.
It hurts me way down in the feels.
Yeah. I give you a lot of respect for that. Oh. She's saying you're number one.
All better.
She's too funny.
Whatever. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't do the PTA stuff because apparently I'm too stressed out about it.
Ah, it's okay. Don't worry too much.
You don't worry too much. You don't worry too much.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I took it on him too, just for being there, I guess. Sorry.
I'm glad I was there. to
You're
be
cute. You're
honest.
cute though.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Our anniversary's coming up.
I was mad at him for not answering my phone call, not looking at the calendar, and how come you don't help out? He's like, because it's my job to just be there where you tell me to be, and that's true.
I'm gonna look at the calendar.
I
more
screwed
next
up, you know
time.
what? And no, but thank you for not being angry at me.
Of course
I
not.
appreciate it. I really do.
Well,
And I wasn't angry at you for being 5,000 years late either, which is good
was
because
it 5 minutes late or
it was 20 minutes late.
was it really?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I think it was most of it was parking time. Parking was so bad.
Yeah. No, it was bad.
Yeah.
Um,
I literally just parked on the side of the street, like in the middle of the road. And got out of my car and walked in. There was people behind me that were driving, wondering what I was
right.
doing.
Well, because today has gone as it has, you know that you're probably being towed right now.
It wasn't the tow zone.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Not really. Not really.
Because that's the kind of day it is. You miss. You know, you didn't look at something. You didn't see something
true.
correctly.
That's true.
Yeah.
I probably am.
It's the way the moon and the stars are aligned. And Saki over here right now.
Or somebody stole my laptop, which actually probably did happen.
Yeah, it probably did happen.
Oh well. What can you do? Are you still hungry for sushi by any chance, or are you full now?
I don't even like sushi.
You don't? Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm not hungry. I'm too upset to be hungry.
Okay.
My teacher thinks that my teacher, super fast teacher thinks I'm a freak now.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm just relieved that I don't have to pretend like I'm not anymore.
She knows who not to mess with.
That's not true. I'm really nice. I respect her, and all of my complaints I have about the school at large, I don't have about her. I think she's a terrific teacher. I think she's really good.
I do too. The kid, our son, actually does learn stuff with her. So
Yeah, the tough stuff has been mostly with the school. Like, drop off is between this time and this time. Just kidding. Drop off is between this time and this time. Just kidding. Drop off is wait. They're tardy after this time. Just kidding. They're tardy after this time. Just
Yeah, I know, right? I hate to bring this up again, but for the amount of money you're paying for it, you would think you'd get a little bit more service out of it.
Well, no, honey, it's public school. We're just paying for it because we're getting a discount.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Love it.
Yeah, some places you get coupons sent to you. We get coupons sent in the mail to us, and it's like add $2,000 to any of our services, but only if your zip code is within a certain range.
I wish you were kidding.
It's kind of like affirmative action, how they add points to Asians' test scores. Did you know that? It's true. You looked that up, don't you remember?
I thought there was subtract.
No, they add. No, it's subtract. Wait,
Oh,
add,
okay.
subtract, what? Huh? What? You're right, they subtract points.
Yeah, that's
no,
what
you're
I
right.
thought. I was like,
It's kind of like how they subtract points from Asian people's test scores for affirmative action to
yeah.
level the playing field. So
they don't need to touch my test scores.
I got that score all on my own. Don't worry about
That's
it.
right.
We can see what I mean when I say the wrong thing a lot?
Yeah, no, you're under a tremendous amount of stress.
I'm having a meltdown. Which is kind of funny because this is the meltdown following the meltdown that I've been having for like a year and a half. It's just like a long, slow decline into permanent meltdown. Is that true?
No, you've gotten a lot better.
Oh, that's funny, right?
Yeah, it's a joke. No, you're not in meltdown mode.
I was tonight.
You're just stressed out. That's all.
I'm beyond stressed out. I'm definitely
Well,
stressed.
I will say this: when we get into our house, hopefully you can run some pictures now. I think everything will be a lot better.
I mean, all they've done is paint the cabinets. I don't know if they want to see that or not. You think they do?
I don't know. I like it just because it's my house. These people aren't invested in our house. I don't think they care, right?
No, I mean, a lot of them are really interested, but I'm just not. I just want to update it when I feel like we have
Something
substantial. Yeah.
That's fair. Oh, he did buy the flooring today, so he's dropping it off at the house.
That's exciting. That's really exciting.
2 truckloads. You showed
Maybe
me
it will be
pictures.
less stressful. But, you know, I guess what I'm interested in doing is changing my reactions because life is trauma. Life is stress. And the stress never ends, but the reactions can change.
I think you've gotten better, to be honest.
About what?
Just reactions and stuff like that, you know?
No, I haven't. Oh wait, no, you're right. I have.
think you have.
I've
yeah.
improved over time.
Yeah. So I think you need to give yourself some more credit.
Come to think of it, I don't think I've told anybody to cook themselves in a long time.
The day's not over yet.
That's true.
I love you.
I love you too. I mean, you're right.
That's on camera. I have proof now.
I'm gonna cut that out. I'm just gonna keep the UI in there. I love you.
Well, that's been the biggest thing of mine. I don't even remember what happened the other parts of the day now.
No, school stress.
Yeah.
School is more stressful than home and work.
School is more stressful for the parents or the kids? I don't know. I'm starting to think the parents.
Yeah, they handle it like we do. Well, listen, guys, thanks for watching our video, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
I think we're done.